Hello and thanks for joining us for the WIAA Level 2 Football Playoff Edition of Prep Rally's Scoreboard Show. He's Dennis Semrau, I'm Rob Hernandez, and Dennis, tonight I get to talk about the best game of the night. Verona playing host to Sussex Hamilton. Of course, the Chargers clobbered Middleton last week 44-9. They come out tonight, score on their first possession, spend the rest of the first half answering every Verona touchdown, take a 28-21 lead into the locker room. Verona comes out, scores on its first drive of the second half to tie the ball game. The defense eventually forces 3 turnovers. They add one more Dom Wise touchdown. He had 4 on the night to go with 279 yards rushing, and Verona rallies for a 35-28 win over Sussex Hamilton. And now, Dennis, we get the rematch, coupled with Sun Prairie's 40-21 win over Madison West. It's Verona, Sun Prairie, Level 3, a rematch of a game played so long ago. 27-7 Sun Prairie over Verona, but a lot's happened since then.
Deja vu, weren't we there like a year ago at this time?
It felt, yes, that's right.
You're covering the game, and I was doing stats for you, so maybe we'll be back again. We'll see what happens on Saturday, but we've been waiting for this rematch. Both teams are a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better.
And there's been so much attention on Craig Evans. He scored again tonight for Sun Prairie, that people forget about some of the other players on their team, particularly the quarterback. And there's a lot to talk about Dom Wise, but Verona's a lot more than just Dom Wise.
Yeah, and nice job by John Tackett, the quarterback of Verona, managing the game. Dom Wise did touch the ball almost every snap of the second half. It became clear that the line of scrimmage was being dominated by the Wildcats. Holes were getting bigger for Dom Wise, but defensively, keeping a very fast, very good Sussex Hamilton off the scoreboard. That might be the precursor to next week, because I think it's going to be, can Verona stop Sun Prairie? They weren't able to in the first meeting.
Yeah, definitely, and you look at it, second round, third round, and then one more. This is the last one where we have home field advantage, too.
That's right, and we expect that game. You play at Sun Prairie next week, and of course check madisonprepzone.com for the when and the where, or the when and the kickoff time, which day. But it should be Friday or Saturday, Level 3, Verona and Sun Prairie. Dennis, let's go to Division 2, and the game you were at, our wisconsinprepzone.com game of the week, Waunakee at DeForest. Now, unlike their first meeting when the Norskis jumped out to a big lead, it was all Warriors right from the start. An 81-yard touchdown pass from Teen Will. That'd be Will Decor to Will Helbing. 49 seconds in, and it's all Waunakee, 34-7.
You might have had what you thought was the best game, but I had some of the best plays of the night.
Yeah.
49 seconds in, Helbing makes a one-handed grab, right hand, gets hit in stride at the 45, breaks a tackle at the 20, goes in, and then after both teams exchange 4 punts, Ryan Cruiser comes up with a big defensive play, 48-yard touchdown on a return right in front of the Norski's bench.
Ooh.
That hurts. And the only thing they did wrong, boinked an extra point, hit it off the upright. 13-0, and then from there, 2 more touchdown passes, 4 completions, 3 touchdowns for Will Decora. So that answered the question of last week.
Yeah.
Is what's up with Waunakee, Wilmot? I think that was a little wake-up call. Pat Rice, being an old baseball coach, you'll love this. He went for the home run, got 3 big ones in the first half.
He sure did. And Waunakee now, next up, the winner of the Watertown-Waukesha West game. That Level 2 contest can be played Saturday at 4 in Waukesha. I kind of think, I saw on Twitter, there was a hashtag that was making the rounds today, Beat the Key, Beat Waunakee. I think that might have motivated the troops. You're right. I think it's that Waunakee team that we expected to start the postseason.
There's so many weapons on offense. They have the 3 different touchdown passes to 3 different receivers, and one of them's your fullback. And then the running game tonight for Waunakee, this was probably the best defensive effort that I've seen out of a team against Waunakee. DeForest just played their hearts out tonight, and they held Tyler Reynolds well under to about a yard a carry. And what happens when that? Champions find a way.
That's right.
And as Decora said, we found a way. They found a way with the touchdown passes through the air, and then Reynolds got a late touchdown to ice it.
All right, let's go to Division 3. Another Northern Badger team put up a good fight tonight, the Reedsburg Beavers against Monona Grove. But MG Dennis executes a hook and lateral on the final play of the first half. James Connor laterals to Kenny Besteman after catching a 41-yard pass from Brett Percy. Besteman takes it the final 12 yards for a touchdown, and MG holds off Reedsburg 28-7. That sets up a Level 3 matchup. MG, Mount Horror-Barneveld, no problem saying with McFarland, 49-13. 2 high-powered offenses, 2 very good defenses next week, Monona Grove and Mount Horeb.
Been waiting for this one for 3 weeks as well. And Connor didn't score a touchdown tonight, but smart play right at the end of the half, dishes it off for that touchdown. It was one of the best plays you're going to see, and for the last play of a half. to go in now 14-7. Reedsburg played their hearts out and unfortunately couldn't get the ball in the end zone for the second half. Then you look at a Mount Horeb-Barneveld team, jumped out to a 42-0 lead. Those are two old Capital Conference rivals. While it wasn't a Wanakee to force because they're not in the same league right now, it was still a pretty impressive start, and then they held on for the win.
Yeah, we talked about wanting to see Wanakee and MG in various, whether it's regular season, postseason. That's always an exciting game. This is one year I'd like to see this Mount Horeb-Barneveld MG matchup, and we got it in level 3. One other area score in Division 3 tonight. Wisconsin Lutheran ends Jefferson's season. Wisco, the big winner, 49-20. Division 4 tonight, Lakeside Lutheran gets a fourth-quarter touchdown run from Ryan Braidlow, and the Warriors hold off Manitowoc-Roncalli 14-6. That sets up a level 3 showdown with Walworth Bigfoot. The Chiefs tonight cruise to a 49-7 win over Rock Valley South rival Broadhead Judah. I think a contrast here, Lakeside Lutheran with a very good defense, Walworth Bigfoot, the high-powered offense.
Yeah, both teams like to run the ball, but and Lakeside Lutheran will those kind of teams that will take time off the clock and want to hang on to it. They're going to want to keep it away from Bigfoot. And again, another rematch tonight, a conference rematch. And after watching Broadhead Judah last week, they thought they were ready to go toe-to-toe. Bigfoot said, nah, they have bragging rights for another year.
They're a big team, and they win big tonight. Tough night for a couple other area teams in Division 4. Freedom, allegedly an 8 seed in their grouping, outscored Marshall 41-33. 2 wins in a row for the Irish as they continue to roll. And as good as Nakusa looked on offense last week in a 44-6 win, level 1 against New Glarus Monticello, they look great tonight defensively, stifling River Valley 14-6. Dennis, that avenges a 20-14 loss to the Blackhawks earlier in the season. You know, I think a lot of us discounted Nakusa because the South Central just not a real strong conference, but Nakusa's putting up a strong showing through 2 weeks. A very good offensive showing last week, and this week the defense comes to play.
I thought this might have been River Valley's year to get a long playoff run, and fortunately they ran into a buzzsaw tonight.
Nakusa will play the winner of the Platteville-Black River Falls game. That Level 2 contest will be Saturday at 3 p.m. at Black River Falls. If Black River Falls win, Dennis could make it a Highway 54 showdown next week in Level 3. Division 5, Lancaster, last year's state runner-up, rolls to a 46-8 win over Arcadia. The Flying Arrows will meet Durand. The Panthers knock off La Crosse Aquinas tonight to advance to that game. Division 6, all of our area teams will be in action on Saturday. Necedah Darlington at 3 p.m., Iowa Grant Kickapoo at 7. Division 7, Potosi posted a 19-0 win over Western Six Rivers rival Highland. That's a far cry from their 47-2 pounding that the Chieftains put on Highland a couple weeks ago. Potosi will play Cochrane, Fountain City, or Hillsboro. Those two teams meet Saturday afternoon in Hillsboro in the Level 3 action. The only other area team in Division 7 tonight, Johnson Creek lost a 48-32 shootout to Lake Country Lutheran. Lake Country will play the winner of this Saturday's Randolph-Burlington Catholic Central game. That game next weekend at a site to be determined. And Dennis, there you have it. Level 2 is in the books as far as we're concerned. We're off to the state cross-country meet, but a lot of exciting stuff here tonight.
Cross-country and volleyball tomorrow night, and then it winds down. Level 3. We find out where the real action is.
It is. A lot of great teams still alive. Some big wins tonight. A lot of the teams that we expected to get through across the state did get through. You can check out all the scores and a lot of the write-ups on the games involving area teams on wisconsinprepzone.com. For Dennis Semrau, I'm Rob Hernandez. Thanks for watching our Scoreboard edition of Prep Rally. We'll see you next week.